All right, welcome back. This is question 18 from the 2014 mock exam, and this should be a pretty short video. So most of the houses in a large neighborhood have very similar prices. However, there are one or two very expensive houses and one or two very inexpensive houses in this neighborhood. All right, so let's make a visual here. Okay, as a number line, I'm not going to use actual numbers, but we're going to have inexpensive houses on the left, your typical valued homes in the middle, and your expensive homes on the right. Okay, now we just read that most of the homes are similar in price. So these are going to be your typical valued homes. There's a lot of those. We've got one or two expensive homes, right? So think of those as high outliers. We've got one or two inexpensive homes. Think of those as low outliers. So which of the following best describes the relationship between the IQR and the standard deviation? Okay, so IQR, formulaically speaking, it's Q3 minus Q1. It's the distance between our two quartile marks. But you want to think of it as the spread of the middle 50% of the data. Okay. Now in our little sketch here, the middle 50% of the data is here. Okay. And so the IQR is going to have a very narrow spread, right? It's just going to be in this region here. The standard deviation is also a measure of spread, but its definition is different. Okay. It's the average distance of all the values from their mean. Okay. So when we calculate the standard deviation, we're not just looking at the middle 50% of values here, but we're looking at how far each one of these values is from the mean. So let's assume like the mean is right here, right? And so what we're having to do, let me see if I can change the color, is now we're having to measure the distance of every value from their mean. So some distances are going to be very big, like for that point there. Some distances are going to be very small, like for that point there. Okay, here's a little vertical line showing the location of the mean. Okay, so because the standard deviation now has to incorporate these large distances, right, by the low outliers and the high outliers, it's going to be slightly bigger because of that. Okay. All right, so the IQR will be small because we're only looking at the middle 50%. Standard deviation will be a bit bigger because it's having to average in the distances of the outliers from their mean. So correct answer should be A. Okay, IQR will be small and the standard deviation would be large. Okay, thanks for watching.